Gilbert Arenas is shaking and he's in big trouble for running an illegal poker ring at his Encino mansion. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. Now, here's the story of what I read. So, Gilbert Arenas in this poker ring is known as Agent Zero. They had a high situation poker ring, like millions of dollars on the table. They hired girls, they hired security guards, they hired chefs, and they took money that was not taxed and not counted for. So at this Encino mansion, they have like millions of dollars coming through with these poker games, and they're taxing the girls that work them. And they're also there with people who are running other illegal schemes. One of the guys that's working there is an Israeli man that actually got arrested for doing marriage fraud. So they've got a whole illegal ring going on. This is going to get them for up to almost 5 years in prison each. The games Gilbert Arenas was running are called Pot Limit Omaha. So you're coming in, you're putting money in the pot, untaxed money, unaccounted for money, and you're not allowed to do that. When you have a gambling situation, especially where you're serving liquor, you need a license for that. And he's running out of his home. They locked him up. This is coming out of the heels of his son getting into that very, very almost deadly car accident. So Gilbert Arenas has quite a year. Now, I watched a documentary on Gilbert Arenas where he put some young man who ended up going down the wrong path because Gilbert Arenas played too much. So I kind of think he's getting the karma of all the people he's harmed in the past. They showed his personality, and he's literally the definition of play too much. Play too much, do too much, not take nothing serious. And I think that kind of attitude has finally caught up to Mr. Arenas. So this is Gilbert's poker table, name all over it. He has 5 other co-conspirators, and they've all got, their real names out in the press, and they've got their poker chip names out in the press. But his name is on most of this. This is a high stakes poker ring, okay? And they could really get him for this. He's an ex-Wizard player, and so bringing this type of money back in to keep up the lifestyle that you were living. But he does have a very successful podcast. I don't think it's as big as a Joe Budden, but I'm sure he's making the deals and making money. But now he may be seriously going down for this, especially if those other co-conspirators turn on him. He's the bigwig. It's his house. It's his name on the table. It's his name on everything. So, I'm sure these people are going to go to court and sing like a canary. I don't think they'll protect him in this. So, Gilbert Arenas, we're going to keep up with this case and see what happens if he'll be able to get out of this one. Because when you have a situation with money like this, they may freeze your assets. So how can you pay for lawyers? How can you say this is my Washington Wizards money and not my poker money? So I hope he can get out of this, but it's looking really